welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're going to do a general collective reading. So take the parts that resonate with you and leave the rest. Oh, I forgot the warning, my bad. But in the table crooked? What's going on? There you go. My bad for not warning. But yeah, we're doing a general collective reading. And so these cards was on the bottom of the deck that I did from a previous reading. And I kind of sort of mentioned, I kind of mentioned the bottom of the deck, but I never showed it. So I'm doing it in this reading because it was two different decks. It was my medley deck and the angel deck that pretty much had the same like bottom card, and I felt like that was like amazing to me. Because they don't normally have the same bottom, especially because this one I more so see it as like fantasy and illusions and like cartoony, like and goofy. So to have the same like bottom card is like, oh my goodness, like somebody little fantasy coming down, like it's and it's like what, like that. So yeah, let's see. So we have the Tower. Oh, and I didn't do a song. Okay. But funny enough, in this reading, I just did the song I was listening to, which is I Don't Want Another Sorry by Dax and Trippie Redd. It's a good song, I would say. But yeah. Then we have the King of Pentacles. Then we have the World. Then the Four of Cups. Oh, that's the song. Don't Want Another Sorry. You don't care. Not that you don't care. You indifferent. Apathetic. You just want help. Breaking free from the situation. Getting away from this person. The closing out the cycle. And Spirit is helping you and bringing in that help. Then we have the Tower with the fire of God with destruction, the warning of destruction, aids and transformation. Oh, disaster. Well, destruction, disaster. Either way, something coming down. Then we have the Sun with the Divination? I know the word, but it's not coming to me. God. It's like the other word for like light. Vibrant. There we go with that. Restoring of life, protection from adversities, rabid beast, and rabies. And then we have the Ten of Wands with God humiliating the proud, where spiritual communication, influence religious men, teachers, and men of law. Oh wow. And then we have the Ace of Wands with the patient God with fertility and multiplication, protection against despair, and help one be patient. When I said, oh wow, because the top has two major arcanas and also the bottom has two major arcanas and then pretty much two court cards. But where it went from 10 to 1, something's coming to an end and coming to completion. You letting go of these burdens and the people that's trying to humiliate you. That's all coming to light. Because But there's restoring of life and stuff like that, and the fertility that talks about the King of Pentacles, growth and abundance, the fertility and the land equals wealth, and then because you have a lot of crops to harvest and stuff like that, then you can like probably have a lot of kids. You can support a lot of kids and stuff like that financially, and you can feed them food. So what I love to do is like read the words, like the bookends. So we have from the Tower, we have disruption with fertility and multiplication. So the Tower, it disrupted. Okay. It shifted, caused a break, a downfall. Okay. Shook it up a little bit. Okay. Then we have warned of disaster. Then we have protection against diversity. Well, not diversity, despair. Diversity. Like diversity hires and stuff like that. Oh, like I want to not Kevin. That's not his name. His David Glover, right? And where he was like how on certain shows, like he was just like a diversity hire, so which is why he made his own show, like that kind of thing. That would have led to in some form of despair for you. They would have just like where he was able to realize the difference, where they care for more characters or care for their storyline more than like his character and stuff like that. It was like for that. So it shook. So it disrupt. I would say like your course of plan or what you thought you was gonna do, what you like where you already had planned out and stuff like that. Or how you thought this was gonna go and the way things was gonna work. But this was actually with this aid and transformation, it was actually helping you in some way, shape, or form. With the help one be patient, it's like you in that situation where he didn't have writer's control over his character. He didn't have, say in what his character do. He couldn't, anything like that. But versus on his show, he can say what he want to say. He can feel like, oh, this character wouldn't do that. This character would do this. Let's go in this direction for this character and talk about the character development and even create it and change it. Even with Childish Gambino, like how he's able to switch it up and stuff like that. Having control over it. And it's like when you were low, when you was down, people thought you was always going to be down. And now you in a position of authority or like a position that is of status, right? Not really authority, but like of status, and now people are seeing it. And how your life has changed. Because I went with the Ten of Pentacles, or King of Pentacles and the Sun. But now the Sun and the Ten of Wands with restoring life and spiritual communication, because Spirit was talking to you and helping you, okay, assisting you. And then we have protection from adversities, rabies, and wild beasts with influence religious men, teachers, and men of law. And then humiliating the power. The people that misuse their authority and power and their status. That's coming to an end. Or people that used to do that, that's now being exposed who's doing it. Because it's like when you were down, they didn't care to help you. You only had Spirit to help you. And now you up, they want to come back around. And want to celebrate with you and be a part of it. And it's just like, no. Which is why they was discarded. They pretty much discarded themselves. I can't say they did it themselves. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. Together, that makes the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is something about freeing yourself and liberating yourself. So even though you can juggle and multitask, if you don't have to, you're not doing that. See? Five of Swords. Or that was the advice. If you don't need to multitask and juggle the situation, even though you can, just because you can don't mean you should. Okay? Pick and choose your battles wisely. Because you might, with this fertility and multiple, right? You might have the money now, but you might not have it like down the line or later. There's gonna be, or it might be something that disrupt your finances. So it would be good, like it would be best to have like, like money saved and stuff like that, rather than having to like pinch and stuff like that. Hopefully that was the advice. Hopefully these people had saved. So I don't know. Let's find out. Then we have these two came out together, the Empress and the High Priestess. So some intuitive Empress is because with the Five of Swords, it's something about like sabotage, but also I won't say like betrayal, but also like being short-sighted. Like, even though like it happens, like overspending, where you feel like sometimes like you didn't add it up or calculate certain things correctly, so then you might like overspend, and then you have like overdraft, and then there's like a whole bunch of, you don't have the money to like from another account to put in that account to fix the overdraft, and it's like the longer the overdraft is, like let's say it goes like a day, it increase, so now it's like more money that you have to put in to like, for one, clear the overdraft, but then to actually like put back in your account, because then there would be a whole nother problem because it's less than what you're supposed to have in an account. Like it's that, like, be careful not to fall into like certain problems. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. We talk about like teamwork and collaboration and partnerships. But in the Tower card, I don't know if people ever realize, but there's two people that falls out the Tower. Right? One is just more profound than the other. Well, in this card, you kind of sort of see like it's both, like two. So it's like you might be worried and concerned about how this person falling, but this person is not worried or checking for you and see how you falling, or a way to protect you or care for you in a way, shape, or form. We have the Knight of Swords. The Four of Wands. The King of Wands. Oh, the Eight of Wands. Okay. I think it's saying like you already know that there's an impulsive. Oh, don't know if it's saying impulsive. Hold on. With that Ace of Wands. Yeah, no, I'm correct. You know there's going to be something or someone that tries to disrupt what you're building. Disrupt your foundation of what you're building or co-creating with spirit, in which because you the whole intuitive Empress, yeah, with spirit, and then try to pretend like they want to help and build it with you and be a partner in this. but it's not gonna work or not gonna go anywhere. You pretty much, I'm assuming you said no. The whole app, you say no, you reject it. And then these came out together. So we have the 9 of Swords, the Star, and the 7 of Cups. Okay, I'm gonna show you one by one. Right, so it's worried and anxious, scared, can't sleep, nightmares, can't function. Because I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh! It's a jaw. What is it? No. But that kind of sort of look like teeth, right? But what jaw would, whose jaw would that be? But either way, it's supposed to talk about the whole entanglement and the bugs go, it's just nightmares. Stressing out. Mental distress, right? Then we have the Star, losing hope or feeling like there's no hope. But the whole anxious, and then the 7 of Cups. Falling for an illusion. Okay, we're gonna continue before I say. Okay, then we have the 8 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords. Okay. Then the 7 of Wands, and then the Sun. Okay. Alrighty. Yes. Okay, I see it. Okay. So, you know or feel that something is coming to you. Because with the butterflies hitting, it's going to change in some way, shape, or form. But it's going to change for the better. Unless you're short-sighted and just jump at this opportunity and take this person back. And build with this person. And then, that puts you in this mental mind trap and stress and anxiety. That is an option with the 7 of Cups being here. That's what they're saying. There's an option for you to be happy and be fulfilled, to have purpose in your life and have meaning. Or there's an option where you can pick nightmare, stress, and anxiety in a life that doesn't have any purpose or meaning. Because with the 7 of Cups, seeing that there's the moon and the sun is a star, but the sun is at the bottom. So even though the sun is up when the moon is up, yeah, but there's also like a bad option. But then in this 7 of Cups, it's very clear to see the good option. Even in the star, like, it's clear to see like which star is the best option or which is the one that you should pick and stuff like that. It's saying that like it's clear to see which option you should pick, and you already intuitively know which option you should pick. And it could be saying or warning you not to overthink it. Because if you overthink it, then you might end up like I said before, like just saying yes to anybody that want to like come in and collab with you, and they won't actually help you in no way, shape, or form. It will actually just lead to like some form of, like, I won't say like trap, but like a dynamic that you aren't really happy with or pleased with. But you took it because it, right with the clouds in the back, like you took it because it helped you get a ground up, it was a foundation and stuff like that. See, because even here where the 3 Pentacles is like upright, the triangle over here is upside down. So it's like it even shown like the star is upright but also reversed. Like it's all based on the choice of the option you decide to take, you decide to make. If you short-sighted and overthink the situation, you're gonna mess it up or miss out being impulsive And I don't want to say violent, because even though the Knight of Pentacles does have like, just have a tendency of being violent, but then with the grave flags, it's like if you be neutral, from a neutral standpoint, you will know who to build a foundation, like a stable foundation with, and who not to build that stable foundation with. Because like I said, that's why I pointed out, like, where it's two at the bottom and one at the top, is one at the bottom over here and two at the top. Like, that doesn't seem very stable or grounded, which is why we have mountains on here. It's going to lead to some type of challenge and adversity that could have been avoided if, impulsive actions wasn't taken. Because the Knight of Swords could also be very courageous from time to time, if when he's in a neutral standpoint, and then those foundations, if from a neutral standpoint you realize you're not making it based on superficial things, you're making the decision like courageously and stuff like that, and from what makes sense, and not just putting things together. Because if you did that, this Knight of Swords stabbed you in the back and betrayed you. Like rushing into relationships or into connections or into friendships and stuff like that. Which is why I say, like, that is an option, but that's only if you pick that option. Because the mountains and the moon, like the mountains is on the moon side, and that's the side that's reverse. And you be like, oh, well, the cup is reversed, but the sun is hitting that cup. See, the sun is a star. See, they would want you to think that these cups, the ones that's in this direction, is the one that you're supposed to pick. But intuitively, because the moon is also in the High Priestess, the moon that she is touching here is the reflection of this moon. These are not the cups you need to pick. This moon is that moon. So therefore, the card need to be this way. The card is this way. The sun and the star is aligned, right? And the sun is hitting this cup. This is the cup that you need to pick. But if you're rushing, you wouldn't realize that or see that. You probably would pick one of these other cups because you think moon's touching. You won't realize the moon is touching 6 cups technically. And these six cups will lead to some type of challenge and adversity. Where the other one, this one, doesn't. It pretty much gets you to the top, I'm assuming. I don't know. But it doesn't portray you or hinder you or cause a disruption in any way, shape, or form. And because this person is acting like they care and that they want to work with you and they want to collab with you, but in all actuality, they're juggling their true intentions, which is to stab you in the back, to betray you. Stop your fortune, stop your money, that. And the things that you're growing and harvesting and building for yourself and creating for yourself. I just realized, if you by yourself and like an ex trying to, I don't know why it's always an ex that, like, if an ex try to come back and rush back in and try to start things or rush things, or even, it might not even be an ex, it's just like somebody from your past, like, trying to come in and rush things, it's because some type of money or abundance that you have, and you see it, and now you're protecting yourself and defending yourself from it. Because the 7 of Wands, you see like only one wand is lit. You realize like your light and your your joy and stuff like that, your Empress status, your a lot of people could see it. And especially the ones that aren't lit and stuff like that. They know where to go. Like with flies, when soon as you turn on the light, they know where they flying over there. They know where to go. But now it's up to you, to reject certain things and realize, like, yeah, no, this ain't for me. Know which cup to pick. Know when to say yes to something. Know when to say no to something. Oh, I forgot, because I saw the the Four of Wands and the Ten of Swords. And then I thought the romance tarot. I'm gonna get maybe 3 cards. Let's see. Because it's like a relationship that betray you or a connection that betray you, to step in the back some way, in some form. And it's like repeatedly. Because it even stabbed, like, this bull is even stabbed through the eyes. Like, it was so much that it almost like it hurt you. Like, it hurt you to see, hurt you to witness, it hurt you to think about. It was everything. It was literally, I won't say it destroyed you, but she it's raining and it's all sad, and she's looking like, where did they go? Like, why am I by myself? Like, how I end up fighting by myself and stuff like that. They said it's gonna be here. Where they at? That kind of thing. Feeling abandoned and alone. And betrayed. And heartbroken. And because then as soon as I said that, I looked at the the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this person is really acting, pretending, and putting on a show. And pretending like they're going to pretend like, for one, they didn't hurt you and betray you. They're going to pretend like the foundation was great and wonderful. And they don't know why, because there's clouds here, the clouded judgment. They're going to try to create an illusion that caused some type of obstacle or challenge for you to move on, or to convince you that what they mean, what they say. Hold on, is the whole deck upside down? Yes, I gotta turn it over. So we have the Page of Wands, right? Taking a chance, being adventurous. Because she is a child dressed like a grown man, right? Trying to flirt with it's a statue, but like trying to get grown woman to look at a grown woman. You ever watch BoJack Horseman? Princess Carolyn and frick is that thing, man? And BoJack was like, it's literally 3 kids stacked against each other. They literally doing like the Little Rascals, like stuff like that, and it's literally blatantly obvious and stuff like that, with the sun being like, it's literally all that's being illuminated. And it's, I won't say like the person that was right the whole time is now being proven right, because it wasn't even that she wanted to be proven right. It's like now everybody want to be your friend, talk to you, see if they can like come back. See, when you talk to them, can they be an option? Yeah, but that's short-sighted, because you don't want nothing to do with them. They have nothing really to offer. Once they don't have nothing to offer you, you have nothing. You have more to offer them than they have to offer you. So that's what I mean. Like, it's 1 at the bottom and 2 at the top. Where it's 2 at the bottom and 1 at the top. Like, the foundation is off. Now, you might say, like, oh, well, this can still work. Okay, fine, cool. But normally, it would be best to have 2 at the bottom versus just 1 at the bottom. See? Bottom of the deck, King of Swords reverse. This knight is trying to pretend to be a king. And he can't even actually be the King of Swords, so he's being the King of Wands, which is just lust and passion, which is why he's end up being humiliated. Because this whole thing was for short-sighted and like silly reasons. Selfish with the sun being here could have been done for selfish reasons. Yeah. Because if you see the pillars in the back, see like the pillars kind of look suspicious. Can't really see it over there. But you see like how the pillars look a little bit like suspicious and stuff like that? But you use your intuition and the knowledge that you have from spirit or that you gained by learning like lessons and stuff like that, or just learning like in life in general. Because that's what in the back, the tapestry had the tree of life. Let's see what comes out in that. Hold on. Yeah. With the tree of life, the Kabbalah, and you use your intuition, yeah. Because we have the Nine of Swords, the Moon, the Four of Swords, the Chariot, and the Temperance. See what else? Yeah. And the Chariot connects to the Empress. And then, I'm going to take this. I wasn't, but at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords keep coming out. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Then we had here the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles add up to the Nine of Pentacles. But nine's all about like, nightmares, stress, anxiety, not being able to sleep. The Moon, something being hidden from you. But you using your intuition and trusting your intuition, resting when you need to rest, rejuvenate, move from pull back from what you need to pull back from, cut out what you never needed to cut out, and doing it with determination that led to something successful for you. Because with the Temperance, that's talking about we had here before being patient, that's literally patience and doing things in moderation and then taking your time. So literally they taught you to be patient through what you thought was a disruption. It was actually aiding you in a different taking you in a whole new direction. And in the midst of that, it also showed you who is your friends and who not your friends. And again, with the star, brings you a sense of purpose. But while it was doing that, it also gave you a time to heal if you used it to heal. With the Five of Swords, and they give you time to pick and choose your battles wisely, what you want to do, what you don't want to do, and you have, realized and healed from this situation and realized you don't want to be with this person, and nor do you want to give to this person. You see, it's like you can't build a life based off fantasies. And this person, from the past, whatever this person is trying to rush in, it's the rush relationship. It's a fantasy. And it's a child. Well, even if it's like a grown man, they act as a child. So the Nine of Swords ties to the Five of Swords. So sabotaging yourself, feeding into somebody else's fantasies, or putting their feelings above your own and stuff like that. then it's like you putting, like with the Three of Pentacles being here and the stuff like that, when the triangles being, and it's like you putting their project above your own project, and their project doesn't make any sense, and it's just gonna lead to a whole bunch of challenges and adversities that puts you like slowed you down even further from accomplishing what you wanted to accomplish because you was trying to help this person, and then this person, once they get it off their ground, was gonna betray you and leave you anyways. Also, I don't know why some people, they might flirt with you or say certain things, but they don't actually expect to have a chance with you, which is the whole child thing. It probably started off innocent and child, like, and fun, and somebody took it seriously, and it wasn't really meant to be that. But right, because person keep having flowers, and then they're giving it to the swan. You was elegant and different, because you the damn empress, which is why they wanted to get you or to have you, but they betrayed the empress by, it's like you knew they weren't at, like, I don't know. I don't think when you first met them they were a page. Even if you wasn't at empress status, I don't think they was at a page. But what with the king over there, the King of Pentacles, wherever it is, they let their status get to their head, and that was sabotage and betrayed this connection to the point that you are elegant, pretty, and calm, yes, but also just popped in and was like, don't fuck around and find out, like that. Like they did that. They did way too much. They caused a lot of stress and burdens and adversity, and then I'm assuming they just left. I'm assuming. And with the temperance, because I'm doing this way, the temperance, and left you alone, and that gave you time to process. Because temperance, the Nine of Swords, also slightly touched the temperance. It gave you time to balance out the nightmares. Why you having nightmares? What's need to be like? Why you worrying and stuff like that? Because it went from Nine of Swords to the Eight of Swords. Remember that, okay? So something was de-escalating. The situation was de-escalating. What was de-escalating? You realize it was a foundation that was like wasn't balanced, and that's what betrayed you and stabbed you in the back and caused disharmony. And then where's the 4? Okay. Okay. And then the moon. So, is there any 7s? No. So all the 9s also ties to the temperance. And any 6 ties to the temperance. Oh, there's a 7. So 7s and the 10s ties together. So with the 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords, what you're harvesting, they're trying to betray it and sabotage it and disrupt it. And they're trying to warn you by telling you that. And then because you intuitively feel something happening or feel like something is coming, and they're trying to tell you what is coming. Somebody that's trying to pretty much take your money or whatever you're building, sabotage it in some way, shape, or form. But the moon and the Chariot, funny enough, on the Chariot card, he has the moons on his shoulders. Oh, don't show it here. But but it's also like the different phases of the moon and stuff like that, where like the drama, you know, like how there's a happy. Or is it my fingers? You know, like there's like a happy. I'm not flipping you off, but you know, like there's a happy clown and a sad clown. That's kind of sort of what's on his shoulders, but in like the moon aspect. So like with the High Priestess, where the the towers, one is black and the other one is white. The yin and the yang of it all. The the Chariot talks about like determination, but also like challenges, because there's a dark horse and a light horse and stuff like that, and bringing those twos in the balance, and being able to be happy but also being sad. Like the two can coexist at like together. One might overpower the other one, but you can still be sad about like certain things and stuff like that. Like you could be happy, but you know, from like time to time, like, oh, like this, it's like when you have like like moment for yourself, like you sad about something, like it can still coexist. Like it can still be together and stuff like that. But overcoming certain challenges, you know, it's like a bittersweet kind of thing. Like you're happy that you overcame it, but you're also sad because you got to cut some people out and walk away from some things, like the people that you had to heal from and walk away from. Because the Chariot also, like I said before, it ties to the Empress, because it combines the fives and the threes. So they sabotaged an Empress by being short-sighted and treating them as an option. The foundation wasn't, but you want, okay, what the Empress wanted and then what this other person wanted is two totally different things, structurally and foundation wise, where the Empress only wants her emperor and stuff like that, her divine counterpart. This court card want another court card and stuff like that, and treated the Empress as any regular court card. But the Empress equals 4 queens. So to replace the Empress, you have to find 4 queens to replace one person. Mathematically, okay, the Empress surpasses court cards, because she's all 4 queens, balanced and stabled. Then to explain, she's up here, okay, and she's all 4 queens. Queens are down here. She's up here, they down here. Okay? And you need 4 of them to make up one of her. So they now realize that they were short-sighted and treating you like an option, or putting you in an option and making you an option. But you was too elegant, too pretty for them to handle. So they self-sabotaged. I think I ever said it before, like in one of the videos, like they felt rejected, but you didn't reject them if you was in a relationship with them. So it's like they did all of it for absolutely no reason. They sabotaged the connection, which is why it wasn't moving forward the way they needed to be moving forward, and things wasn't built the way it needed to be built because of them. But then you also have to realize you did play a part, because you picked this person to be in a relationship with this person, a connection with this person, a partnership with this person, and try to build something with this person. And if you haven't done that, you wouldn't have been betrayed or stabbed in the back. And whatever disruption that you had wouldn't have never happened if you had listened to your intuition and not picked it. There was other options that you could have picked that was better. But you probably went with the one that had more status. I'm assuming. No, the greener grass. Then we have the Nine of Swords. What? Then we have the Nine of... Oh, there's another 7. The 7 of Wands. Okay. Gotta go back. The 7s. Funny enough, the Chariot is also a 7. There's no 5s, right? Oh, the 5 of Swords. They sabotaged the Empress. That was a challenge and adversity. Because that's what 7s talks about. And it's because they was creating illusions and was being deceptive and was lying, and that put you in your head. So the 7s, the 5s, and the 3s connect and goes together, and the 9s and the 6 goes together. Oh, yeah, and the 7s also goes with the 10s. Okay, cool. So now we have these 4 cards come out together, and then we have the 9 of Swords with the Comforting God. I'm going to read them one by one because it's 4. But purification, protection from impudence, and religious statement? Sentiments. That's what the word is. And then we have the Knight of Swords with the all-prevailing God with education, riches, protects fertile women, which is the Empress, and make children respectful towards their parents, which is the Page. The Knight of Swords is the Page of Wands, which is why before I said the Knight, I think I said the Knight of Wands. It was actually a Page of Wands, not even a Knight. They try to, that's what they try to be a player, but they can't. They're not. It's like it's not that they're a player. They just very flirty. And you can't take their flirt, what they're saying, to heart or take it seriously. Because if push comes to shove, and they got to do whatever they said they was going to tell you to do, they said they was going to do, they ain't going to do it. They don't have the confidence nor the bravery to do it. Confidence nor the bravery. They don't got the heart. They don't have it. They just know what to say. Then we have the Magician with the generous God with spiritual wisdom and magic. Help one gains wisdom and discovering hidden secrets. Which is also the High Priestess thing. Then, oh wow, we have the Empress. See? You a whole intuitive High Priestess with the God, Father, and the generous with fertility and fruitfulness and a sure peace between married couples. So you could have been committed to this person. With a partnership in some way, shape, or form. Or some form of commitment. I like to read the bookends of the word. So we have purification of fertility and fruitfulness. Then we have that over here with this was disrupting your fertility, which is why they're purifying it and getting rid of it, which is the whole Tower. It's a divine intervention for you, but downfall for them. But to you, it looked like it felt like a downfall, but it wasn't. And then we have protection from impudence. Then we have a sure peace between married couples. So whatever's causing the problem was given the problem. That problem's about to be eradicated and or found out. Then we have religious sentiments with spiritual wisdom and magic. So the high priestess, the knowledge that you have learned either through religion, going to church, or whatever it is, spiritually, you know. And applying it to your life the best way you know how. And having faith and confidence in like spirit that like where you mess up, they will like fix or they will help you or stuff like that. They will find some type of support. Then, because then we have intelligent richness with helps one gain wisdom and discover hidden knowledge. And then we have makes children respectful towards parents. So realizing God is our parent. He is our father. It literally says God the Father. He is our father, okay? Whatever he says, go, man. He will help you. He will also, like, if you do something wrong, he is going to punish you. Karma. This is a thing. Like, any parent will rear his children. It's like, how any parent will treat their child. He's going to discipline and, like, reprimand what need to be reprimanded. He doesn't need somebody else to do it for him. He will do it himself. Which is why he, like, the whole God humiliating and proud. It didn't say, oh, he sent this person to humiliate them. No. He can do it himself. He don't need nobody to do it for him. Okay? Like, well, because which part man is vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. He did not say, I need you to go take it from me. Okay? It is his. Leave it alone for him to deal with. Leave it in his hands. Okay? Just that. Because what you, like I said, over here at this aid and stuff like that, what was bothering you is gonna get taken away. But you interfering and doing something will sabotage it and hinder you or hurt you in some way, shape, or form. So just let him do it. He knows what he's doing. When he needs your input and needs your help, he will let you know when you need to do something. Other than that, just let him do what he needs to do and just listen. Okay? And then we have temperance with God of joy, with reconciliation, regaining the favor of those. Regaining favors of those one had offended. So that's it was a divine intervention for you. So it was help for you. It's coming in to rescue you. You probably got hurt. Needed to heal, needed to yes. But if they just left you there, you would have continued to, the healing would have been worse. You probably would never been able to heal from it and stuff like that. They got you out in time and stuff like that. And you had time to heal and rejuvenate and charge it back up. Because with the star being here and the temperance came out, the temperance is a path to the star. So they gave you time to know what you don't like, figure out what's worrying you and get rid of what's worrying you and distracting you, and then also get rid of what's causing illusions, things that was lying to you, which is also the devil card, which creates illusions, fears, temptations, getting rid of all of that and healing from it. And like, you did this through determination that will lead you to success, because you was patient enough, you never gave up on yourself, and you was resilient. And it's like, this is not the time to start being impulsive, okay? Like, this is not the time to start being impulsive, okay? Let's continue being like serene, peaceful, relax. Then we have the High Priestess with God the Eternity lasting with success and protection from the Magistry. So just, I guess, people that's trying to do, like, cause disruption, just the whole beast and rabbit and rabies and stuff like that. Like I said, if you say from a neutral standpoint, you will realize all this and figure out this. Who's playing the trick, because a magician is normally tricks. Who's being short-sighted, creating an illusion, turning things around when things don't need to be turned around. Like, there's no need to stress or worry about it. And then with the sun here, pretty much twice. It's all gonna be illuminated, come to light. Slowly but surely, it's gonna come to light. And I want to say with the Five of Swords, they feel embarrassed. Somebody feel embarrassed. But it's more so they feel embarrassed because the one that they, most of they underestimated you, but treated you as an option. Thought you was gonna come back, never came back. Healed, want nothing to do with them, and will never be an option for them again. And it was already while they had you, they already was punching like above their like weight and stuff like that. That's the saying, right? You was out of their league. There we go. And it's now you even more so out of their league, and you know it, and they know you know it. And they try to come back in like how they did before, thinking that that's going to work, and it doesn't. You get rejected. It doesn't. And that's why it's a downfall for them. It's a tower moment for them. Because it was short-sighted. They ain't think it through. For some reason, they ain't think it through. The person, they is irrational in thoughts and feelings. Thoughts and feelings. Irrational in both. And we have the Angel of Harmony. And I'm just going to leave it at that. They're irrational of thoughts and feelings. Just both. Just both. But Harmony ties to 6, but the 6 ties to Temperance. Like being in balance, being patient for things to be in harmony and stuff like that. To come to a sort of balance and equilibrium. And then we have the Angel of Fertility. Your things is about to... This fertile and multiply. It's about to... It's been 3 times. Like, it's you about to be... Also with the Empress. Ooh. If you trying to like birth a new idea, it could be like very like abundant for you. Now if you okay, this is when the intuition comes in. If you trying to get pregnant, this might be a very fertile time for you. Choose wisely though. But if that's not what you're doing, it's an idea that's gonna lead to like a lot of abundance for you. Yeah, Angel of Clairsentience. So you sense them around. That's what I said before. Like you sense something coming. You know that something's around you. You just don't know what the frick it is. So there is a spirit around you, or an angel around you. The angel is trying to help protect you and aid in this transformation from this person that's trying to come in and sabotage and disrupt your abundance and your money. That's what you're feeling. But it's saying like, yeah, it's great to know that you're feeling us. You're starting to become, aware of their presence and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all I see for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay. Hey, so I know I kept saying this goes with this and this number ties to this number, but I didn't actually show the cards. I kept just saying it. So I'm gonna explain it. I'll show it. Right. So we have the 9 of Swords. Right. We have the 9s. So I'm gonna show you all the 9. Okay. These over here is the cards. Well, let's go with this clearly. Okay. Sun. The rest of them don't really have a card that it goes with. They're just like stragglers, you could say. But 9s, right? So all the 9s goes with that 1 9. So we had the 9 of Swords. So then I took everything that went with the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords, then the Star, and the 7 of Cups, right? And then Temperance also combines the 6 and that's not okay. 9 of Swords. The Nine of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Magician and the Empress. Then we also have the Temperance card that combines all the 6s, but there is no 6. But it combines the 6 and the 9 together, right? So the lesson that you learned here, the major arcana, was to balance out, like, with this reconciliation and gaining favors of ones that have offended, like, even if you betrayed yourself and offended yourself, stress yourself out and stuff like that, all that, you getting rid of the problems and the burdens and the stress and the trickery of it, and bringing, like, back a sense of purpose in your life. Then after that, what the 9 of Swords was the Moon. Let me find it. And then the Moon combined all the 7s and the 10s. But also, this means kingdom. So, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of... What? The King? Yeah, the Knight of Swords, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles all also tied to 7s. And 7s are challenges and adversities. 9's also talking about releasing. So you let this go. Something that was secretly challenging you. So we have the 7 of Wands. Then in the 7 of Pentacles. And then we also had the 10 of Wands that was from over there. Then we have the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, and then the Page of Wands technically count as well. Hold on. Okay. So it's in that point it was saying what is the challenge and who and or what is causing the challenge and why, I'm assuming. Oh, wasn't there also a 10 of Swords? Yeah. With the 10 of Wands to betray you. There was some form of betrayal. Oh, there's a whole other 4. Okay. And so 7 talks about like challenges, adversities, inner and even if it's inner or outer, like struggles and adversities. It could be like who was causing it and the people that's causing it. And some of them had clouded judgment, and some of them just was oh, there was also clouds here. It was just childish and petty, and also. But I said before, they didn't actually. Some of them didn't actually like think you was like yes, dude, and stuff like that. And because 9's talking about releasing, then we have 10's, which talking about something coming to an end and coming to completion. So all this burdens and stress and putting things on you, putting the blame on you, all that's coming to an end and it's over. And then it was the Moon, then the 4 of Swords, right? Which talks about like healing. So for we had the challenge. What's the challenge or who's causing the challenge? And it was you defending yourself. You need to defend yourself from these people. And also protect and defend what you're creating and building. Because you had the 4 of Cups. Because you started to lose emotion and lose hope. And feel like your life have no hope and no meaning with the 4 of Cups. Because you were in connections that wasn't fulfilling you, that didn't serve any purpose and didn't make you happy in no way, shape, or form. Oh, the 7 of Cups. Also. Releasing the illusions. that was, created by one of these people down here. And then it was the chariot, and the chariot connects the 5s and the 3s. Right? So, and it's a 7, so I'm gonna put it like right here to touch the 7, so I'm gonna put this over here. Actually, I'm gonna move this because who really cares? So 7 with the chariot. So we have the 3 of Pentacles, which we already knew about, but there's 2 totally different 3 of Pentacles, and that was also the challenge in like the foundation in the relationship and stuff like that. And then we have the 3 of Wands, also the Empress, and the Empress came out with the High Priestess. And then, like I said, it also combines the 5, so all the 5s of Swords combines with all the 3s. They sabotage this foundation, this connection, this relationship by treating the Empress like an option and thinking that she wasn't going to find out at some point in time. And because when you just look at the major arcanas, it's the Tower, the World, Temperance, the Moon. Oh, I forgot the Sun. Yeah, I forgot about that. The Star, and Chariot, and the High Priestess. Then we got the Magician later on. Like, the Empress started to trust and listen to her intuition, believing in spirit and trusting in spirit, had a spiritual awakening. That started to turn and shift things because she was no longer sabotaging herself. Or juggling where she didn't need to juggle. And I'm just assuming they didn't think you, even if you found out, they didn't think you would heal from it or be where you at now. Which is why they trying to come back in and figure it. Because if you just don't look at the ones that repeat. If I take out the Knight of Swords, she keeps saying, like, the one that's trying to come in, they're impulsive. That's why the Knight of Swords keep coming out. They're impulsive and childish and only care about status and superficial things. And it's like they know they don't have a chance, but even they still try to come in and then be upset that you reject them, which is weird because it's like you already know you didn't have a chance. So why are you mad if the person rejects you? It's like they're mad that they're right, but then it's just like, well, why did the person reject you? And it's the reason why. It's like because of what they did, and that's how they get humiliated. But they are not really mad at themselves. They try to make that your problem when it's not your problem. And you're not accepting it or taking it because it's not your problem to deal with. They made you an option, treated you an option, hurt you and betrayed you. It's not. Yeah, also the 3s. So this ties over here. And it's the Emperor. I could just do the Empress, put it this way. So it was like if you started to release people that was tricking you, treating you like an option, or you even just asked Spirit to do that, this person was one of those people. So they got rid of them. It wasn't like you like specifically asked to get rid of this person. You just asked to get rid of those people that was hindering your abundance or your happiness or your growth or your success. They're trying to manipulate you in some way, shape, or form. And it wasn't for selfish or malicious intent. So where this person thought it was all selfish and malicious, it wasn't. So they more so just mad at you doing what you need to do to better yourself and your life and to make yourself happy and get ahead and move ahead. I think I said it before. It's like somebody tried to create beef when there is no beef. And then, yeah, now we have a 6 where the temperance, bringing things into harmony. Whatever you're releasing, as soon as, like, it was causing burdens, which is why you're releasing it. And it brings things into harmony because there's no more burdens. You're no longer betraying yourself. And the thing that was betraying you is no longer able to betray you. Then we have 10. Yeah, with the fertility. What was secretly stopping you from growing and being abundant, that's what you overcame and let it go. This is 11, so this kind of sort of go over there. But it's just, yeah. And you just followed and listened and trust Spirit. You just sensed that something was off or something was weird, something was like hindering it, disrupting it. You asked for Spirit to release it and let it go. Close out whatever cycle that gets them to attach to you. Give them access to ruin your finances and do all this. And Spirit just obliged. They was like, I heard you. Which is why it was a divine intervention for you and a downfall for this other person. Because they stuck and can't move forward. Which that's what they thought and expected for you. And that's not what's happening. Because you learned your lessons. And they clearly have not. Which is why they get to tower moments. And this cycle is being closed. And your life is being like rejuvenated and brought back, and they don't have access to it. Spirit is more so protecting you from them. And you're now also, it's like if Spirit was doing it, you're doing it as well. So you're protecting yourself from them and keeping them where they are, and they in their head about it because they want to be where you are. And they cannot, will not, and shall not. Okay? Like, it's just no. And it could be, and it was all because they were so busy about status and materialistic things and superficial things. And it was very impulsive. Also could have been like very flirtatious and don't take things seriously. Because they're childish. Or a child, pretty much. Okay. You know, like there's a childlike essence, but then there's a difference with being a man-child. You can have a childlike essence, but like hold an actual adult conversation and stuff like that. This person is a child through and through. Through and through. That's what it's pretty much saying. Which is why Spirit is like respectful. Because the Empress is technically mother. Nurturer. And a page is a child. And knights can't move without somebody telling them. Also, a page cannot move without somebody telling them. Then with the Empress being out here, the kings are not the one that's in control and or authority. The Empress is. So this cycle only moves or goes or starts if you say so. But you're not saying so because you just see it as a bunch of stress and burdens and responsibility that you don't need to take on. You see it as something being short-sighted. It would just sabotage you, and you don't want to do that because it won't give you time to focus on what you're trying to build. Yeah, and that's all for real this time. Because I kind of felt bad not explaining it. I was like, they didn't even see the card, which one goes with which. But, yeah. And then the sevens and the five. Well, not the. Why did the sevens and the five tie together? Or the seven and the three tie together? Oh, when I started talking about how it's four queens make an empress. So if they're trying to find greener grass, they had and try to replace you with a queen. If one of these kings try to replace the empress with a queen, it's not going to equal up. And that's another reason why they're mad. They have to find a whole other empress to compete with you, and that's rare. Like, that's rare. And they literally stumbled upon one and fumbled it. Saw it, chased it, wanted it, fumbled it. It's like all of it. Like, and try to make it seem like it's your problem, and it's not. I think I said it before, like it was your beauty. It's like who you are. It was a problem for them, and it's like you can't change who you are. Like, you was too nice, you was too loving, that scared the crap out of them. It's like, what? Like, then why did you come to me? Like, if I wasn't nice or loving, you wouldn't have came to me. That kind of thing. But that's how you start to see the illusions and realize it's just a whole bunch of excuses. And protecting yourself from it. They don't actually have a ground to stand on or anything to offer. They just want to be around you just to be around you. But yep, that's all that I have to say. Laters.